Namaskar and a very good morning. Welcome to the audiocast from Kotak Securities. I'm your host and guide Anindya Banerjee. कल जो US economic data था, that was quite impressive. Jobless claims declined and the GDP for Jan to March quarters was revised upwards. 1.3 ka all the way up to 2%. Market was anticipating upward revision up to 1.4. So the sharp upward revision के बाद the Fed fund futures market is now pricing in almost a 90% probability of an interest rate hike next month. Now 90% probability means the market is absolutely certain the hike is coming in July. Now हाल ही में मतलब लास्ट 2 हफ्ते में जो यूएस का इकोनॉमिक डेटा रहा है फ्रॉम हाउसिंग टू कंज्यूमर कॉन्फिडेंस टू रीजनल फेड सर्विस टू ड्यूरेबल गुड्स ऑर्डर्स job market etc. They have shown that there is a very strong economic resilience in the US economy. मतलब जो ये series of interest rate hike हुआ है over the last one and a half years, उसका impact तो definitely is there, the negative impact of that. But जो सोचा गया था that the US economy by the time we come to the mid of this year, there is going to be a well-pronounced slowdown. That is not happening. जिसके कारण the market is now pricing in the Fed will keep on hiking rates. Even जो Wednesday में Fed chairman का speech था, it was also hinting that the Fed will look at more small pace of rate hikes. Now, this is just not the Fed. Every other major central bank in the world is still hiking rates. Now, when the central banks are hiking rates, the volatility should be higher. But that's not exactly what is happening because market seems to have priced it all in that the central banks will keep hiking, but as long as the economy is not showing any signs of a major slowdown, तब तक risk का कोई chance नहीं है. And जिसके कारण interest rate hikes are happening with record low volatility levels across asset classes. That is something unprecedented. So this is, except for the bond market volatility, every other volatility measure is near record lows. USDINR implied volatility for 1 month out on the exchange is between 2.5 to 3%. मतलब अगर हम लोग इसको translate करें कि how much of intraday volatility the market is pricing in on the futures, it is basically around 10%. मतलब market is saying on average, USDINR will move 10 paisa over this 1 month. And that's exactly what we have seen over the past 8 to 10 trading days, barring a couple of days of high volatility, which is around 15 paisa or 20 paisa. Mostly it has been 10 or lower. So it just shows how volatility has shrunk dramatically. In this kind of a situation, it is very difficult to make money by trading futures. इसके लिए we have seen a dramatic fall in the average daily volume on USDINR futures over the past 9 to 10 months. But option volumes have held up. जिसका मतलब ये है कि traders are still finding comfort in shorting straddles or strangles. Of course, there are other trades which may be done in terms of shorting a naked call or a naked put. But जब तक volatility नहीं है market में, तब तक the short straddle, short strangle or a short iron fly or some variation of these will continue to find favor. So what kind of a trade we can do? एक तो scalping, which you can do 10 to 15 paisa move in either direction. You can look to fade that move by building counter positions but with adequate stops. एक वो होता है. दूसरा ये है कि you can look at shorting straddles or strangles. And considering that today is a weekend and assuming that no negative surprise or some positive surprise comes over the weekend, you can look at taking a short straddle or a short strangle. But remember, keep your position size small. इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि जो option premiums है, they are at record lows. So you are taking enormous risk. Let me be very clear. इसके लिए it is extremely important to have a small position size. क्योंकि अगर बड़ा गैप से ओपन होता है the next day, you don't want to be caught with a large position size on a short straddle or a strangle. इसके लिए keep your position size is small. If you're doing it intraday, intraday short straddle triangle, you can increase your position size because you have the option to adjust the trade. But when you are carrying positions overnight, ये बहुत ही important है. Just keep your position sizes small. I'm emphasizing it over and over again. Short straddle, short triangle can be done. Even a short iron fly hedge strategy, there you can do a large trade. But as long as unhedged जो strategies है, short straddle, short triangle, वहाँ पे it is very important keep your position size small. Cross currencies में Euro INR, GBP INR, JPY INR, तीनों में we can see a downward move because dollar is strengthening. और yen में specifically keep an eye on any intervention from the Bank of Japan, क्योंकि जो Ministry of Finance है from Japan, they have been constantly warning that this continuous depreciation in the yen is not acceptable, and if it continues there can be an intervention. So you need to be aware of that if you are trading yen INR even intraday, क्योंकि they have seen in the past जब भी intervention हुआ है, it has happened when the Indian market has been on. So keep aware of that and trade accordingly. So that's it, folks. This is Anindya Banerjee signing off. Have a fantastic day ahead.